Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah, Koholoyim La Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us his beautiful truth. And just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh to the best of their ability. This is H.I.M the Waf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And I wanted to touch on this article with the Tesla that burned 4 people alive because the electronic doors wouldn't open, right? And it says friends trapped in Tesla burned to death after electronic doors won't open. When a car accident happens, escape routes need to be foolproof and always functional. In this tragic event, 4 people got deleted in a Tesla after the electronic doors failed to open, leaving them trapped in the burning car. And not long ago here, months back, I'm not sure how long ago, maybe 4 or 5 months or so, 6 months ago, there was, the elders and the brothers was doing, lessons on this one Jake that got caught up in a Tesla. He was in there for a long time burning. He was in there for quite some time, screaming, hollering for his brother to come help him. And he was like, it wasn't anything he can do because the fire was so intense. Because with these cars, they're hard to put out. Now, I know I seen and I'm not sure, I know some cities, I'm not sure exactly what cities are using like these. Matter of fact, these car companies, basically, what they're doing is they submerge the car into like a tank of water. Almost look like some of those containers that you can kind of rent to throw a lot of trash in, like if you're doing shingling or if you're doing house repairs. Those big stupid drums, they kind of look like tanker like on them railway cars, kind of similar to that. But they pull it up on a big ass tow truck and sit it down, and then they basically pick the car up, crane the car up, so to speak, and sit it off into that pool of water and submerge it. And the car just be still fucking burning. So they're submerging it underwater to make the fire go out. That's how intense these fires are when it comes to those, with that technology. So now, when I thought about it, this is just me speaking as a man. Now, of course, Elon Musk, of course, is the maker of the car. He's the maker also of the Neuralink, which he has linked up with Donald Trump. Or, Donald Trump has hired him to be whatever part of his camp, his camp, or whatever, anyway. And it kind of makes you wonder why. But if the car malfunction like that, just think about if you actually get that implant and that shit malfunctioning you. And when I thought about that, let me go to the scriptures real quick. I can come back to the article. I'm just moving in the spirit on it, man. We'll just rock out to it, see where it leads. Because when I seen that, I'm like, well, wow, you know what I'm saying? I guess the car must have hit the wall in a way that it knocked out the system of the doors. You know what I'm saying? Because the doors are not like key type doors. You know what I'm saying? Now, I have seen a guy, this was here where I live at, they had him on Fox 2 News and shit like that, where he had the chip put into his hand where he could, control his Tesla through his chip that was in his hand. And, his doors to his house, all this little shit like that. So we know that this chip is coming along, man. But it just reminded me of, let's just get Revelation 13 and 16 real quick. I want to jump to Revelation chapter 16 and verse 2. Revelation 13:16. And he caused it for all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And this is something that Elon has been pushing pretty hard as far as his digital systems. He's sending why do you think he's so in? Well, I'm not sure. But like I said again, me speaking as a man, he has satellites out in space. He's constantly doing that, right? I think SpaceX, little shit like that. You know what I'm saying? To basically give people internet networks and shit in places that's remote. When storms and stuff like that go down, he's known for this guy. That's I think he sent out he shoots up satellites and give network hookups and places of war, shit like that. So he's into that digital technology and digital world real strong. So now we know that this thing is going to be something that they're going to implement into the body. It's going to be a physical thing. So let me get this one too then. Revelations 14:9. Because this is what's going to happen if you take this shit, right? And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. This is the punishment for taking it, right? But now, also I thought about, by the Spirit, this one, Revelation 16, verse 2. Because if the car malfunction like that, I'm not saying, when you read this particular scripture, it talks about a gruesome sore. So that's going to be somewhat of a malfunction of that shit being in you. And then, you just, who knows what kind of power it's going to take, or radiation, or whatever the case may be. We'll have to see all that when it comes around. And we're praying to Yahweh H.I.M that we just, do not allow this man to put any of his tech in us, man. His technology, fuck him. Fuck all that, man. You better be ready to say hell to the no. So this is Revelation 16:2. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. So, just me speaking as a man, you know what I'm saying? Just think of what's going to have to happen pretty much for that gruesome sore. And what is that gruesome sore going to actually look like? But it's going to basically be from something that's under your skin. We've seen some people that, you know what I'm saying, the type of reactions. You had this one chick, she was all fucked up in the face. Her face was so fucked up from her actually taking multiple, jabs. But, you just never know with that. But let's read a little bit more into this. Tesla likes to advertise itself as the safest car in the world, putting itself above many tried and tested vehicles. However, in this case, the car's basic functions fail, leaving 4 friends to burn to death as they scrabble to open the broken, faulty doors. So you already, hey man, what the scripture say? It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. Because that one Jake, he was screaming so loud, bro, come help me, bro. He was screaming, man, because he was on fire. It took him a while to, just go ahead and, pass out, and pass away. Okay, they was moving at a high rate of speed, of course. Some fool passed me this morning in one of those shits, man. Blew all around me like he was about to blow through the light. His ass had to stop at the same light I was at. Anyway, it says it was a move. They were moving at a high speed, and the collision crippled the internal door mechanisms. And our apostles been telling us, man, don't get no shit like that. You don't want none of this electric shit, man. Tesla doors are designed to open with the electronic button. However, this wasn't functional, turning the car into a death trap. The collision ignited the car. And that's another thing, too. It seems like whenever the damn car crashes, it goes into flames. Like, all cars don't do that. It says the collision ignited the car, quickly evolving into an inferno. The 5 passengers inside scrabbled with the doors, unable to leave the vehicle. Rick Harper, a witness to the accident, quickly jumped into their aid. He smashed the window, helping a 20-year-old woman out of the smoke and flames. Okay, so one of them made it out of there. Despite his best efforts, he was unable to see the 4 remaining people inside the car, trapped by the broken doors of the Tesla. The smoke pouring from the vehicle was too thick, and 25-year-old 25-year-old, and a sister, 29. Oh, okay. All right, yeah, it says they burnt in a wreck. The safest car in the world does have a manual override in the likely case of electronic failure due to a wreck. Behind a panel in the doors, a cable can be pulled. This will spring the doors of the Tesla without electronics. Okay, I guess they asked us didn't read the manual. This is not well advertised and should be essential information for anybody buying their cars. Electronic failure is hardly an uncommon probability in a wreck. Furthermore, in a situation such as one of these, four friends found themselves in, recalling such information can be impossible. A hidden and relatively inaccessible emergency escape needs to be completely foolproof. Well, hey, that's what you want to. Hey, and see, that's these people that want to be a part of this damn future. They're going to be the ones, because you got people out here, they actually done took that implant, man, and they try and make it seem as if it's cool. We've seen them in the videos. Oh, look at me. Look at this. This is so cool. I can't believe it. This is the world to come and all this other shit. I'm so excited. I remember this Jake, so-called black guy, I think it was like 2 years ago. And he was just so excited to open up his new tattoo shop. He had opened up a new tattoo shop, and he was excited about the piercing part of it. And he was talking about the chip, how he wanted to be a part of that revolution as far as helping people get that RFID in their damn hand. But anyway, I didn't want to keep this long. I seen this and I'm like, damn. But anyway, let's get the spirit of vengeance though. Yeah, it's a brutal thing. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. This is Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus 39, chapter 28. Salakia. Ecclesiasticus chapter 39, verse 28. And it reads, There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire, that's the very first spirit on the list. Fire. And hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So the Lord created these spirits to appease his wrath. And people around this age, you know what I'm saying, I don't know. People just be out here partying their asses off. It's all ha 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 he 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 he. Every goddamn thing so fucking funny. They don't take shit serious. Because these people were what, in their 20s? Just, one was 20-year-old. That was the one that escaped. The one that had got some help out of the damn car. The other one was, one was 25. One was 29. They're not saying the age of the other two people. But still, all that. What's with all the speeding and shit? You know what I'm saying? Just, you got a lot of road rage. People be driving crazy as hell, man. I'm strictly, basically, to the job and home. That's pretty much my driving. I try to be, leave out of the house after the school traffic, with the motherfuckers with the school buses, all that bullshit. And I try and be home before the school buses and all that shit break back out. That little 3 to 6 in the afternoon. Man, people be driving so damn stupid. It's crazy as hell, man. But anyway, let's go back. Because like I said, again, that very first spirit that's named off on this list is fire. Fire, man. That's got to be... I can't imagine. You know what I'm saying? Just, I've seen people with severe... It's a guy that live in the back block of me. He got some real deep, severe burns, and I always want to ask him what happened to him. But, I try and mind my business. He cool dude, though. He always speak. You know what I'm saying? Got a good attitude about him. But I never bring myself to ask him, what happened to you, bro? It's all over his face, his arms, his hands. You know what I'm saying? And probably other parts of his body, but definitely deep in his face. Like, I just be wanting to ask him, like, bro, what happened to you? What went down? You know what I'm saying? I can tell it had to have been something real serious, Then I seen this little boy at the basketball court. And I was just out there just shooting some hoops. I like to try and get that in, you know what I'm saying, because it's good for the cardio. Even if you just shooting, you know, even if you got a horrible damn jump shot, you missing every damn thing, you know. But if you shooting that ball, you just shooting a jump shot, and you running in behind it, and you grabbing it, that's good fucking cardio. And so I'm out there by myself, I'm shooting, and it was this chick. She came. She had 3 little boys with her. Little boys couldn't have been no more than about 6, 7, 8, something like that. And she was like, "Can we shoot around with you or whatever?" I'm like, "Shit, I don't care, fuck it." You know, but one of her sons had they all had their shirts off, but one of the sons, you know what I'm saying, he had like this real deep burn in his stomach and chest, like, and she said that a pot of something fell off the stove on him, you know, and burnt him really. It was real bad too, because it was, I never seen no skin distorted like that. But that was just from a liquid burn. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talking about actual fire on you. Because it don't take nothing to singe your hair. You know? Quick little flame on your ass. Your hair is singed. And that's just like the young lady, too, that got caught up in the Walmart. Supposedly, you know, shit, she got cooked in the damn Walmart oven. Walked in. I'm not sure how she got stuck in there. But, man, shit, her mom found her in there, man. Because they both worked together. Which, you know, hey, but those are spirits of vengeance, man. You know? That fire, man, is one of those spirits that the Lord created. And matter of fact, this is how America's going to go out. Good old Babylon the Great, this great whore. She's going to be burnt to smithereens. And a lot of people going to get, going to catch that Sarah Connors, man. That damn Terminator, man. They're going to be, somewhere holding on to something. And she, that scene where she's in the park and she's holding on to that fence. And her goddamn skeletal just, because matter of fact, there's, let me see. It talks about their tongue being consumed. Their eyes and their tongue. And when you put it together through the spirit, man, there's only one thing that can do this type of damage to somebody. Let's see. Yep, Zechariah 14:12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And what's hot enough to do that? You know? Because I'm sure, you know what I'm saying, within that car, man, take some pretty intense heat, man. But that's concentrated heat. They was concentrated in that car. That was pretty much them in the oven. Couldn't get out. And can you imagine just the screams, the fear, that's real fucking fear, man. Real terror. The Lord is the King of terrors, man. Yep. So, hey, I just kind of thought about, that Revelation 16:2 with the malfunctioning of the doors. And just think, man, if you got an implant within you and that shit malfunction. Because when he done the first trials of Elon Musk done the very first trials of the brain chip in that one guy. And you ain't been hearing too much about this guy neither. They said that they corrected the mistake, but it was a malfunction that went down with that shit within the first few days of the guy getting it. But you ain't been hearing nothing about this guy no more. You think that he be, because they trying to front as if, you know what I'm saying, that, this technology, it turn you into a walking miracle. If you've never walked before, now all of a sudden you can walk. If you couldn't see, now all of a sudden you can see. If you couldn't hear, now all of a sudden you can hear. He, trying to pull those left-handed sided miracles, man, and trying to make people think as if, because, Esau got that God-like complex. And we'll see what him and Trump gonna do. And this other guy, what the fuck is this guy name? He's another billionaire, that Indian, I think he's, can't think what, now, he was running for president too at one point. But this guy's this team he putting together, it's a strange team. I think he got Marco Rubio. He got that Gallard lady. She was a Democrat before, and then she all of a sudden, she was speaking for Trump recently. Some other guy that's supposed to be, like his whole team. We'll see though. I'm sure they pretty much, Matter of fact, we might be able to look. Let me see. This dude got a weird ass team though, so you just never know what he's gonna do. Because I think even these Edomites are becoming afraid of what he's doing right now. He ain't even in there yet. Let me see. I'm just gonna put in. See what we can. Okay, so this is tracking Trump's cabinet. Let's see here. And this is just a few 2.0, tracking his cabinet, White House. He got Susie Wiles as chief of staff, Stephen Miller as deputy chief of staff policy, Michael Waltz as national security advisor, Bill McGinley, White House counsel, Tom Homan, border czar. Marco Rubio, Secretary of State. This is just so far. Pete Hegseth, Secretary of Defense. Kristi Noem, Homeland Security Secretary. John Ratcliffe, CIA Director. Elise Stefanik, UN Ambassador. Lee Zeldin, EPA Administrator. So, you don't see no niggas there. You know? You don't see no Jake there, you know what I'm saying? So Jake, ran out here in droves, voted for him, you know what I'm saying? He who knows, he might throw that little token nigga in there like how he done the first time with what was that, the brain surgeon here from Michigan. Damn, what's this guy's name? Can't even think of his name now. I forgot what even position I think he was over housing. He was over housing, like Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac and all that shit like that. I can't think of his name right off. He had him in there, and he had the so-called black chick, Miss Rosa, whatever the hell her name is. She ended up coming out of there, writing a book and all kinds of shit, and maybe one or two others, but pretty much those was the known ones. But this time around, hey, this team right here, far different than that team that he had back in when he was the president, man. So we about to see some shit, man. Now I'm not seeing them show. They don't have Elon Musk up here. And this other guy that he supposedly had picked. So I guess we'll see. Maybe this, who knows. Maybe we'll see. Trump rolls out his most mega picks for new White House term. Let's see what this one says. It's CNN. Elon Musk, the Tesla and SpaceX pioneer, to head a new department. So they about to come up with a new department. What kind of new department, buddy? To gut government agencies and budgets. Man, there's a lot of you so-called white people that went out here and voted for this guy. Y'all about to be suffering. Because he about to cut a lot of y'all shit. This dude about to piss off a lot of y'all people that went out here and voted for him. Real talk. It says Musk is an authentic genius and visionary, but in his new job, the world's richest man, which we know he's not the world's richest man. Oh, here go this guy right here. Vivek Ramaswamy. He's a billionaire too, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Into some type of tech shit. But like I said, it's that tech shit that's gonna throw people. Let me see. Shut it down. He posted on X. The platform owned by Musk and now bristling with pro-Trump propaganda. It's unclear how this new department, which Trump said would provide advice and guidance from outside government, would actually operate. All right, well, we gonna see. No, this team, I'm telling you, man, just wait. He gonna put together the rest of them. And there ain't no telling what these fuckers are about to do. So, but anyway, just let's get one more though. Just to prove that we have to prove that the Lord is the one that, that's in control of these deletions. 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. And actually, we can use that with the downfall of America, because the Lord, the one that rolls America up, and he's going to be the one that's going to take America down. The same way that, he gave them the power to enslave us, he's going to give us the power to enslave them. And they're not going to have nothing. They're not going to be able to do anything about it. Just like we couldn't do anything. That's, like you fighting against the Lord. You can't fight against the Lord. You can't fight against the will of the Lord, man. The Lord wanted us to go into captivity to these people. And the Lord wants these people to go into captivity to us. And it's going to eventually happen. So, but the point that I wanted to get was, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. Also, Deuteronomy 32 and 39. Have to bring out these scriptures because a lot of people don't know that the Lord is the one that actually deletes people. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So it wouldn't have been nothing that those 4 people that got caught up in that Tesla would have been able to do, because they were in the hands of the Lord. And wasn't nobody going to pry his hand open. Nobody. Nobody has that power. Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. See? We have to bring these scriptures out. I know a lot of brothers that's into this truth, been here for a while. They know these scriptures. But hey, when I first came in, this is something I never heard of. I was like, for real? I always thought, Christian church telling you that Satan this, Satan that, Satan this bad guy. He's doing all these things, but they was never telling us that, the Lord created Satan, and that Satan is just one of those spirits of vengeance, man. He gets his orders, and he goes forth, and he does it with happiness, just like all the other spirits do. Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Can't get around it, man. So we know that it's Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man, that's in control of who lives and who dies, and the way that they live and die. Some people get to just, die, peacefully in their sleep. Some people actually, back in the ancient days, like our forefathers, they would actually be laying in bed, knowing when their time was coming. The Lord would actually tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like Moses, our forefathers, Aaron, our forefathers, it's plenty of scriptures that talks about how they was able to just pretty much, the Lord let them know, set your house in order. You know what I'm saying? You're about to be, your spirit is about to be called back to me, and they would just be there with the family around them until, you know what I'm saying, they dim out. Spirit goes back to the, to the Father that gave it. There's no such thing as no damn hell. There's no such thing as this burning place under the ground. That's not biblical, man. That's a bunch of bullshit that these Christians be running down. But yeah, man, the Lord is in control of the way that you come in here and the way that you go. Straight up. Like, for real. It's people that are born into the world and thrown into a trash can. And somebody, the Lord will send somebody along to grab the baby out of the trash can and care for him. There's people that leave out of this world in some of the most gruesome ways by people that supposedly been the ones that to love them. Hey, the Lord is cold, man. Hey, cold with it, man. There's nothing. His ways are higher than our ways. His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. Because some of this stuff I be seeing, I be like, wow, how? What's the guy? Matter of fact, it was a guy, I seen the story this morning. I might still have it too. Let me see. It was a guy. They found his ass 3 days later in a damn sun tanning booth at a gym. He was in that motherfucker 3 days. And a lady came in and she said she smelled the stench or a real foul smell. I don't know if that was this phone I was in. I'm not sure if he burned to death under the dam, but I think they said they found a syringe by him. So he probably went in that motherfucker, got high, got too damn high. Let me see though. I seen that earlier this morning. But that's just one of the ways that the Lord, I mean, just the way that the Lord will take you out of here. Let me see. I'm just going to put in man dies. I think this is it right here. Shit, I ain't even had to put in nothing. I just put in man dies. I think, was it at a Planet Fitness? Yeah, I think it was a Planet Fitness. I didn't know they had sun tanning booths in them places. I guess maybe some of them do. Yep. Indianapolis police are investigating the death of a man found dead in a tanning bed at the Planet Fitness gym Monday morning. The man was identified as Derek Sink, 39. Oh no, he appeared to be an Edomite, but he might have not been. Who knows? Sink went into a tanning bed on Friday. When he failed to come home, his family reported him missing. His aunt said that Sink was wearing an ankle monitor, which led investigators to determine he never left the gym. He was ultimately located in the tanning bed at the gym. Family said that Sink had struggled with drugs and a needle was found on the room with him. Yup, his ass, he got too damn high and laid up in there. I'm not sure if I don't think the tanning bed burnt him, no. I think he might have just overdosed. Marion Superior County records show Sink had been charged with possession of narcotics, drugs, and possession of a controlled substance last year. So his ass should have been in jail. Had he been in jail, his ass wouldn't have been at the gym. They should have locked his ass up. So that's why I'm thinking this might be an Edomite. In a plea agreement to the first charge, he was sentenced to 1 year of home detention, including drug testing, and his ass at the damn gym, shooting up. The coroner's office has not determined the cause or manner of death. Okay, yeah, they noticed a bad smell when they walked in. The tanning bed has a door, I believe, but still, why are we not concerned that the tanning bed has been closed for 3 days, potentially? Yeah, y'all don't check the spot when y'all leaving out. You should be walking through that motherfucker checking all parts of the building. But I don't know, are them things 24 hours? I'm not sure if Planet Fitness 24 hours or not. We were deeply saddened by the passing. Yeah, I'm sure y'all are. Y'all want to know. And it's crazy. The family will probably get a lawsuit out of this silly shit with his doofy ass in there shooting up, laid out on the goddamn tanning bed for 3 days. You went in on Friday. They don't find you till Monday. Crazy, bro. That's like this other lady they found. She was in her damn cubicle for like 4 days. Dead. This place is crazy, man. This place is through. But anyway, let's get that Amos 3 and 6 again, and we'll end out. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Man, look, the Lord is cold, man. That's why it's so important to repent. We be, doing these lessons out on the highways and byways, telling our people to repent to the Father Yahweh in the name of his son Yahushua. Because we are in the last days, but just because we're in the last days, you might be in your very last seconds of being here. Some people are not going to see World War III come, or they're not going to see the chipping implants and all that shit come through. Some people going to be out of here today and going to be out here tomorrow and the next day. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is judging and taking people out of here, man, on a day-to-day basis. And gruesomely. People not dying like how they used to die. You used to hear about an accident or something like that here or there, car accident, but mainly, you know what I'm saying, generally people would, live long enough to die of natural causes, but like I said again, you'll hear of an accident here or there, a house fire. But man, these days, man, people dying in all kinds of ways. All kinds of ways. Shark bites, bear bites, dog bites, kids getting beat to death, you know what I'm saying, by their parents. Motherfuckers is jumping off buildings. Man, hey, you look through the news every day and you can just see judgment. And then some of the stuff, like I said, I'm amazed at the way some people go, man. It just always amazed me. So when I came across these scriptures that it was the Lord that was doing it, like, wow. Like, wow. Like, what did he do, or what did she do to be judged in that way? And a lot of the times, hey, warning be going out, man. Jake don't be wanting to hear nothing, man. Jake don't care nothing about no warning. Then, you know, it's all of a sudden, shit get to popping off. And that's when Jake get to praying hard as hell. And actually they're praying to white Jesus, which is a damn idol. But no, you need to be praying to Yahweh in the name of his son Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names of the Father and Son. Yahweh, meaning he exists, or the existing one, and Yahweh Shai, which means he's the savior or deliverer in the Paleo Hebrew. You praying to sweet white baby Jesus, your ass is just gonna get more of an ass whooping, because that's an idol. The Lord is not dealing with them idols, bro. So I'm gonna end out there, man. I pray that this lesson was edifying. With that, Kwame Yashala and the Bible Ball.